if we take traditional self-improvement, you watch a video and it says, you gotta be better. Better yourself. Improve yourself. Here's all the things you can do to be better. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Yeah. One side of the coin is great, better. But everything comes with the shadow side of that coin. What's the shadow side? You are not good enough. The more you try to improve yourself, the more you tell yourself, I am not good enough. I need to be improved. Do you get it? So although you take action on, oh, it sounds good, better yourself, you are continuously reinforcing, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough. And that is what leads to compulsion in the self-help world. It's what leads to people becoming self-help junkies. Give me the next thing. I need the next tip, the next epiphany, the next Instagram reel. I didn't think of that. Oh, that was smart. Oh, yes. Ooh, the next Julien Himself video. Oh, he just dropped a bliss bomb. Whew. Not just that, not only do you chase epiphanies, but then your life becomes so heavy. Where I know people like this, they wake up and every second of their day is optimized. I wake up this exact time every single day, then I do my intention for the day, then I write down in my journal, my gratitude journal, then I go to the gym, then I go for my morning walk, then I take in the sunlight, then I let the sun hit my asshole because I heard that was healthy, and then I do this, and it's just all over the top. And it reaches the point where for some people, their morning routine becomes their entire day. And it's so compulsive, they become very paranoid where if any part of their routine gets disrupted, they can't even function that day. And it's just so heavy and the energy's so like, it's like, no, that's not the right approach. You heard me talk about many a times how bringing this parent-child mindset to yourself helps tremendously. Well, let's just take you with yourself, you're the parent and the child. And we take self-improvement as the parenting style. What if you saw a parent like that with their kid, or you were to do that for you? Would it be the optimal parenting? Meaning, your kid's born, you have a young child, let's just say 2, 3, 4, 5, and every single time it's you wake up exact same time. Okay, time to wake up. Do your gratitude journal. Do it. Improve. Do better. Let's calculate the metrics. You must do better. Let's beat yesterday. Let's go, 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 go. You'd think, oh, this poor kid. All this pressure. The kid can't live. The paranoia. The constant, let's see what we can improve in you today, child. What does it communicate? It's terrible. With this approach, too, you can see how you, because you know yourself better than anyone, should approach self-improvement. What if you were your own child? What would be a healthy way of getting your child to perhaps take some action that might feel uncomfortable, that might feel scary, but that doesn't damage your child at the same time? Meaning it's be supportive, but also not just be a people pleaser to your kid. In the parenting world, that's the whole gentle parenting taken too far. It's people are like, no boundaries. It's like, yes, child, whatever you want, right? Are you okay in the seat? Are you okay? Do I have consent to make sure you're okay? Yes? Okay, I don't want to infringe on your boundaries. Do you feel like this is a safe environment for you to feel and express your needs? Yes? Okay, okay. And people take it over the top. It's like they're eating cereal in the morning. Is it okay if I help you with your spoon, child? Yes? Oh, you don't want to go to bed? That's okay. Your needs are so important. What happens if you do that? You get walked all over. Child, I don't want to do that. Okay, child, you're the boss. The other side is someone who doesn't even care about the kid. It's, you do what I say. I'm the boss. Not good either. What about a combo? Meaning, let's just say, as you saw with some of the examples here, there were times where they were afraid. Did I say, shut up, pussy, step it up? Did I say, oh, you're scared, okay, have a seat? What did I do? I combined it. I acknowledged it. I was empathetic. I connected. It makes sense. Hey, I get it that it's scary. I'm here with you. Let's try this, just a little bit. You help them while connecting and being supportive. Same with you. Hey, you're good enough. You can also analyze the strategy within yourselves. Are you self-attacking all the time? Stupid, should be doing more. I suck. Stop that. That's like a parent saying that to you as a kid. You suck, do better, child, do better, you suck. Stop. Connect and help. Hold their hand and go there with them. Give them a gentle, grounded, firm, supporting, loving nudge. But ultimately approach it with yourself. You're parenting yourselves right now. The way you treat yourself is the way you parent yourself. And unfortunately, people who might have had terribly toxic upbringings with bad parenting styles, which sucks and is terrible, even when they're adults and they move out, they continue that same toxic pattern within. Cut it out. So step one is, you are now a parent and a child. How do you parent yourself? How do you talk to yourself? How do you treat yourself? How do you treat yourself when you do well? Do you celebrate yourself? Or do you say, next victory, not enough, more, better? When you fail, do you hate yourself? Or are you still supportive? Hey, that's tough. Let's learn from this and let's keep going. You got this. And the rule of thumb is, if you wouldn't say it to your kid, don't say it to you. And guaranteed, the majority of us, including me, I'm not perfect, there are things that we say to ourselves where, if you said it to a kid, you would be in jail. For real. Now, with that other side of the coin, there's another point. Meaning, a lot of people succumb to FOMO, fear of missing out, right? But here's the thing in life. All of us are going to miss out. We all are. And it's not about trying to get everything or experience everything. The only reason trying to experience everything sounds so appealing is if you don't know who you are, what you value, and what you want in life. But there shouldn't be any FOMO. And this comes down to one, as I said, you getting clear on yourself, meaning you're here in life for a very finite time, and it's going to fly by and you're going to die. During this finite time, what are the top things you want to experience? The top things you want to just live and just do or have. Make a list, like prioritize, and make sure that it's authentic. It's what you want, not what your ego wants. And then design your life to experience those things. If you knew, here's the top stuff I want to experience in life, I'm going to go for that. If you miss out on things that are lower on the list, you won't have FOMO. Right? It's like going to Disneyland. If you go to Disneyland, at least back in the day when I went, this is years ago, you could get a pass where, it's weird they didn't do it where if you pay for the highest thing, you could just go anywhere. But if you paid for the higher tier, you could pick 3 rides where they reserve your spot, but only 3. Okay? Now here's what happens. You look at Disneyland, you look at the rides, and ultimately, where are you going to use those 3 passes? On the rides you don't want to miss out on the most important ones for you, right? Then the other ones are all bonus. Treat life like that. What are the 3 things you definitely don't want to miss out on? And the rest is all bonus. But if you never make that list, everything looks good. What are they doing? What are they doing? Oh, I'm missing out on that. I'm missing out on that. But that's a part of life. Hey, you go right, you're going to miss out on going left. You go left, you're going to miss out on going right. And back to the coin, everything is an exchange. Nothing comes for free. Everything is a sacrifice. And you have to commit. There's no such thing as non-commitment. People are afraid of committing to, say, taking action. Well, then what are you committing to? Staying stuck. But you're still committing. You can only channel where that commitment goes. And everything has a price. The same with freedom. There's no such thing as freedom. You just choose what prison you put yourself in so that it doesn't feel like a prison. But you're never truly free because you're always limited. At a most basic example or level, take relationships. People are like, if I'm single, I'm free. Yeah, to some extent you are. But you also miss out on a lot. You miss out on different experiences, depth of experiences that unlock with someone who you've known for a long period of time. So you're still limited. The relationship person is also not free because now they access those deeper experiences, but now it's no longer just you who have to just consider yourself. You have to consider yourself, your partner. If you have kids, you have to then consider your kids, but then you get the trade-off in terms of fulfillment and experiences with kids that the single person wouldn't have. So everything's an exchange. How do you know what's good for you? Pick what you want. Pick your poison. And realize it was never actually a poison. But also align yourself with reality. Nothing comes for free. So it's always looking at the other side, at the trade-off. Is it worth it? What do I want? And then go for it. Do you all know what YOLO is? You only live once. It's an expression and a bit more of a meme, at least that got popular for a while, where basically people used it as an excuse to make dumb mistakes. It's like YOLO, like that. What I always say is YOLO it up in a smart way, meaning YOLO it up and learn from your YOLO mistakes. But stop waiting, and don't think that you have all of eternity. And realize that the more you wait, the more entrenched you are in your comfort zone, and the harder it'll be. Time does not make things easier. If you're waiting for someday, you're ultimately saying, make it harder on me, please. If it's hard to take action now, it's going to be harder to take it tomorrow. Harder to take it a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, because you're more entrenched in it. So stop waiting, jump in. And live life to the fullest. What do you have to lose? That's the thing. Why are you hanging on to this comfort zone that you don't like so much? And if you understand that your comfort zone hijacks your focus, your thoughts, your RAS, why do you trust it? It's linked to the comfort zone you're trying to escape. It's like trying to escape a prison and trusting the prison guard. It's insanity. The prison guard said it wouldn't be safe, so I'm not gonna. Yeah, but the prison guard wants you in the prison. Don't listen to the prison guard. My anxiety said I shouldn't. Why are you listening to that? Don't. Do the opposite. That's what I'm saying. Go for the cringe. And overall, a good audit is how often do you get embarrassed? Embarrass yourself more. If you don't get embarrassed on a regular basis, you aren't pushing it hard enough. You're playing it too safe. Now again, there's smart embarrassment and dumb embarrassment, meaning you're like, I'm just going to go out naked in the street. Okay, no. Find embarrassment that comes as a byproduct of you going for your win, going for your goals. That's the embarrassment you want. The same with something that I teach my clients, which is a formula that goes action, trigger, release, repeat. All right? You take an action that triggers you, you release it, and then you repeat until you're no longer triggered and you're free. And people hear that, and it's a great formula, I know. But then they apply it everywhere. Let me do this because it's triggering. Let me do that because it's triggering. Don't do it all over the place. The thing that's going to be the most triggering for you is going for your win, going for your goals. You don't have to go and look for triggeredness. Just play to win and it'll find you. So that's what I'm saying. YOLO in a smart way. Find your goals, identify them, be clear on them. If you don't know what they are, you're fucked. Start there. Because if you don't know what your goals are, everything sounds good. The same with FOMO. The same with self-help. If you watch videos in personal development and you don't know how you're going to apply them or how you're going to use that to take action, then all of it sounds good and it becomes this show. With every piece of advice, you should be thinking, how can I use this to get closer to my goals, whatever they are? If you don't have goals, it starts there. No one can tell you what your goals are because they're unique to you. I can help you realize them by testing you and pushing you and putting you in different situations, but I cannot tell you what they are. But once you know what they are, then backwards engineer. How do I get there? What do I need to learn to get there? Consume that, but only that. Anything else, even if it sounds good, it's procrastination. What actions do I need to take to get there? If you can't take those actions, what's blocking me? Let go. Who do I need to become to get there? Because the biggest thing too is imposter syndrome. I'm not worthy. Who am I to be this? We all think we rise to the occasion. We don't. You will not rise to the occasion. Your life is not a movie in that sense. Especially at the very beginning, whatever you think rising to the occasion is, if I was just given one shot, you will perform at 50% of your training that first time. You will never rise to the occasion. Not because you can't, but due to blind spots, limiting beliefs, and holding yourself back. No different than me telling people, scream as loud as you can, and they just can't. You will fumble and you will choke when given an opportunity that a part of you thinks is too good for you. So stop waiting for some magical moment, because if it were to come, you'd fuck it up. It all starts now in the small steps. And ultimately, in the end, you're stuck with you till you die. You are your own prison. And it can either be a prison or it could be a land of bliss. But until you change the relationship with you, nothing out there is going to be good. It's like, imagine, maybe some of you had this experience, you were stuck in a terribly toxic relationship or marriage. Anyone have that? Toxic relationships? Raise your hand. Like really toxic, really fucked. Yeah. Well, imagine you were in that relationship for life. But externally, things look great. You could go on fancy vacations, go to nice restaurants, but you're with that person. Are you going to enjoy that? No, it's going to poison everything. Hey, same with you and yourself. Wherever you go, there you are. You think money will save you? It won't. It does make things more comfortable, sure, but comfort doesn't mean fulfillment or enjoyment. Ultimately, what's money? It's a resource, it's a tool. If you also don't know what you're building, it's not going to help you. What's money? It's a hammer. I just need more hammers. What are you building? I don't know, it's just in the hammers. And then, resource-wise, what is it going to help you with your patterns? If currently you're escaping yourself, money will just give you more ways to escape yourself or numb yourself. If right now all you can afford is cheap beer, get money, you can afford fancy wine and cocktails. If right now you're distracting yourself with a PlayStation, money, you can now go to fancy locations and go on a yacht and distract yourself that way. But you're still distracting yourself. Maybe it'll be exciting at first, but you'll be numb to it. Just as you might have been excited with that PlayStation the first few days and now you're numb to it. Doesn't save you. Same with validation. And the big thing here is look back at your past and become disillusioned. Look at all the things you thought would save you and didn't. Right now, every single one of you have accomplished things that younger versions of you dreamt of. I have too. Younger versions of you years ago, if only we could do this, if only we had this, if only we were like this. Maybe you didn't accomplish it all, but you accomplished some. Some of the things where even younger you were like, just that, and I would be so happy. Please God, please the universe, just give me that. That's all I asked for. And now you have it, and you're like, more. It's insane. Yeah. So for all of you, it's like, why do you keep falling for it? Now, that doesn't mean don't go for more. Yeah, live life, experience life, but don't try to seek salvation in it. Don't think that it will fix you. And here's the ultimate flip on everything. What if there's nothing to fix in you? What if you aren't broken? And overall, that's the biggest mistake, in my opinion, in the self-help spiritual world, is that people think that self-love, self-acceptance is the finish line. It's the finish line to my healing journey. It's the starting point. It's the foundation, not the finish line. Put that first, not at the end. From a place of self-love, go live. From a place of self-love, yeah, go make money. It's great, but then view it as a tool versus this thing that'll complete you. From a place of self-love, yeah, go travel, go do certain things, get into relationships. But now you're not this half looking for your other half in the world. And that's the thing too, even with neediness, either when it comes to people or things or success, is that it's self-generated lack. We create the lack. You started telling yourself, I'm not good enough. And then it's like taking a part of me, like, and you put it behind a certain goal, and then you start chasing that goal. And you think that if you accomplish that goal, it unlocks the door to get that part of me back. Just like a little Pac-Man. No, reclaim it. Realize that there is no lack. It's all self-generated. And the fact that it's fake and self-generated is also why it's never satisfied. How would I live my life if the finish line were behind me? What if I already accomplished everything? Now what? What if you got all the validation, all the approval, you accomplished all your goals, you're now perfect, but you're still alive till you die? How are you going to spend this time? That's living, as opposed to performing or trying to justify your existence.
Now, what you just watched here is just a small piece of a larger system and process. So what you want to do now is click this video here to see exactly what I'm talking about and how it all fits together.